I am back with some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're on episode 56 of the Let's Play, and we're going to continue on with the story. Well, the exploration. I'm more or less continuing on from last episode, and I somewhat came up with a plan for this episode. Because we had to come back to find out that what's his face died. The guy that we found all the statues with like warnings on about like code that he's gonna die or something along them lines. We had to come all the way back here because we were across the map. Where were we? I think we were like down here. So I fast traveled down to here, and because we came back here, I was thinking, why don't we, because we're here, go to Kefalonia, do some seafaring, go to Kefalonia just to see what it is like since we've left, and then head all the way back round here, all the way up here, and get to Boeta, which I think is the next story area. I think it is. Haunted Odyssey. A place called home. Well, that's not Odyssey. Reach the cave of the Forgotten Isle. Place called home. Paint it red. Is this side stuff maybe? I thought there was something in Boeta. I don't know if I've already done it, maybe? I thought it was for one of the kings. I thought I wouldn't mind going Boeta anyway. I don't know. Just don't see where it would be at. So it's not saying Boeta anywhere anymore. Oh, there we are. There we go. That's it. The last riddle. Yeah. Hang on, that's for the two worlds. Gates of Atlantis. George is in Boeta. He's in the south part of the lake. I don't want to do that. Artifacts. Gates of Atlantis. Or is this, maybe. Hang on, let's have a look. Gates of Atlantis. What's the fate, like, ain't the Fate of Atlantis DLC? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Complete between the two worlds. Okay. So that's like different, that's side stuff. Okay. Maybe we'll do that. We'll go to Boet and do that then, maybe. But first, have on, we'll go to Kefalonia. See if they're plague-ridden. I think I chose the right choice. Because my original choice, they did the Kefalonia did get the plague. So I'm kind of curious to see if they have the plague, and once we have a little nose around, we'll head back. We go to Kassandra's old house and have a look. See if there's any crest pop or any dialogue. And do a bit of sailing, that's the one thing I want to do today. Whether we do anything in Boeta today, I don't know. I don't think it'll take us an hour to sail all the way around the map, but I want to cause a bit of carnage with ships. Whale! It's a whale overboard, Captain.
Now's not the time for song. We spotted some downers.
Oh, we got pirates ahead. Goddamn pirate fleet. That's what I was kind of counting on. I'd like to do some seafaring. They don't look too challenging there. Little diddy boats. What are you gonna do?
They're heavily armed. Are you sure we are ready to attack?
Man, that's a big boat. He's like, they were just casually just enjoying the day. And you come along and fuck about.
Everybody brace!
Watch them, Commander. They are heading this way.
Get ready! Archers! Get ready! Shoot!
They're coming.
Oh, we got him. Got him.
Sails down! Get that sail up!
They're gearing up to ram us.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Here we go!
I'm sorry. That's bullshit.
They are going to hit us.
Archers, take your mark! Your sails! Burn the sails! Brace yourself for impact! Whoa! Get ready to fire!
Rotating.
Run.
Woo! Feel that wind! Archers! Ready! Brace yourselves! Ship the oar!
Oh man, I love the adjust here. It's so cool.
Out of the way.
Oars at the ready! Ready to shoot! Now! And then!
Steady your hand.
Let's see how they like! Archers! Get the fire! More oars!
Come on.
We need to move before they hit us.
Maximum speed!
It's weird to me that we still haven't got
Lower sail!
Skull and Bones. That's been delayed again, hasn't it? I was kind of looking forward to that, even though
Oars in
I don't think
position!
it'd be as exciting as, say,
Archers! We
Black
need
Flag
you!
or anything, because there's no like open world elements, and it's just like the ship battle side of everything. And I'm not sure if I'd like that in particular, because
To your
if
oars!
anything, I'd rather buy an Assassin's Creed game where you get open world combat, and then you have the ship battles on top of it. Then I suppose it's like PvP, maybe that's the side of it at some point, but I don't know. I don't really. I never played. Oh, I never played Black Flag thinking, "Oh, this would be good as a PvP," because I don't know. It might work. I just think in a multiplayer sense it can become exploity, I suppose. Like, it's something that
Speeding up for a hit, Commander!
Ubisoft would love, like, monetized it out. Like, all the content, instead of it being...
Get ready to board! Follow me!
all the content, instead of it being a fully fledged game with tons of content for everyone, it'll be a live service. And that's why I think I'd still rather play Black Flag, because you get the story, you get the ship hours, you get the ship customization. Or play this even. But Black Flag is more comparison to it because it's it's pirate, whereas this is a bit more gladiator. And, like, even though there's pirates in it, but it's not your typical. It's like you don't play this for a pirate game. Oh no! Get my people! Oh, didn't. Nice. This would be a good ship skin. Proper pirate skin. I do miss older games when you were allowed to just sail out into the middle of the open sea and you just keep going. It certainly feel like that in like battle. I think it was GTA, like San Andreas and everything. You just feel like you were able to just go across the whole world. You'd never reach land. You'd be good doing it for hours, and I do miss that in games. I don't know why. It just, I think it makes the world feel bigger than it is. And in a game like this, you'd think they would just let you just sail constantly, even if there's nothing out there. It's kind of, I like it when they changed it up a little bit. Like in Sea of Thieves, when you go out of bounds, you go into like the Red Sea, and your ship just starts filling up with water, and the water's just red with blood. And it looks really cool. That's a good, interesting way to handle it, but it does, like when it's just like an invisible wall and it's like that area isn't available. It's like it's very much like, feels like you're in a simulation or a game then. Because I remember when the play was there, it just turned Kefalonia into a horrible cesspit. Like there's just a horrible cloud looming over it all the time. It looks okay for now.
Ready the lines!
Maybe nothing triggers until later in the game. It seems okay, which is a good sign. Not gonna say anything, Kassandra. Nothing. Like Home Sweet Home. Anything on? What's the name? Phoebe. Oh, Phoebe, you would have loved coming back home, or nothing. No. Because at least when there was, I remember there were definitely like mention, like Kassandra would go like, "What the hell's happened to you?" I suppose she wouldn't have known, so like this is normal for her. But and she'd been away for a while. You'd think she would say something. It's good to be back for a bit. See how far we get. Where's the house? Where's Kassandra's house? Marcos's vineyard. Go where it all began. You might have, I don't know whether many people have noticed, but I keep premiering every 10 episodes almost, just so that the game's getting, like, this series is still popping up almost on the channel a bit more. Because I don't really get to do it too often with this. I've been doing a lot with Halo because I always premiere the first and last episode of series now. I used to premiere everything and it was a bit much. It does make the channel look a bit messy, but right, Marcos. I know Marcos, we did find Marcos. He wasn't on Kefalonia anymore, he was doing something else. I don't know where we last saw him. Wasn't on Kefalonia though. Yeah, I think I was kind of expecting a little bit more from this, yeah, going back to Kefalonia. I definitely remember there was something when there was a plague, but it's just nothing. Nothing. A little wonder. Then we go back to the main. I think the main house is down here, isn't it? If not, we'll start sailing back. We go to sail around to Bota. But as of today, we should be starting up, no, we shouldn't be starting up, but I should be back with Grounded. I'm going to do Grounded in this rotation, so it should be later on today. Because the last two rotations I did do The Sims 4, because I don't know, I just wanted a little bit break from Grounded, but I really want to get back into it now. I'm looking forward to getting back into it.
That smells lovely. Probably time I emptied it.
Yeah. Shit bucket. Okay, we'll head back then. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to Grounded today. I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm excited to get back into that. Because I did definitely need a little bit of a break from it. I don't know why. I suppose I was getting a little bit burnt out, and I was kind of worried I was running out of ideas. But I think I should just get into it and enjoy it again, and just even if we're just stockpiling stuff or just doing something. There's always something to do in Grounded, so I shouldn't worry too much. Oh, this is where the plague is. There's no better here. Yeah, you know what, we'll fast travel back to the ship, because if I'm going to sail around the whole island, it might get a bit tedious. You will see me run there just to sail all the way around. But yeah, we'll be back with Grounded today and tomorrow. The State of Decay, the CRM series is doing really well. I'm really loving the Trumbull Valley update. Undead Labs has done such a good job with Trumbull Valley. It's more than I thought it'd be for a Trumbull Valley coming to the main game, because I would have been happy with the Heartland version of the game with the one base, the half the size, but they're putting so much work with it. They're putting 6 bases. It's really like, you gotta give them credit. Oh god, it's got a weird fog. I hope they ain't got the place out. Alright, so what we'll do, we're gonna. I know it'd be quicker to just go here and run across, but I want to do some saving. So we'll just sail around there and then probably end it there for the episode, but I want to do some seafaring, sea battles. And just natter on for a bit. To be honest, not last episode, but the few episodes before this has been a lot of question mark hunting, so it'd be nice to have something a bit different, even if it's just this. Now, let's start off by would be terrifying. Like, I wonder if any of the ships we have in modern military, they do anything like flamethrowers on the front of the ship. Because if they did, that'd be awesome. Because like, I suppose fire and mortar don't really blend well, but or like. I don't assume that they don't have many ships that are designed to ram. Yay, I get the final kill animation. I think that's what they should do, you know. Because I'm the captain, I should get the final blow. Like, all my AI followers should just jump off and let me fight it. I'd actually love that. Get the final blow.
Increase speed.
But yeah, yesterday we should have started up Halo 3. There'll be more tomorrow, and then the 4 days after that, which will be the next rotation, there'll be 4 Halo 3 in a row. Oh man, I don't know whether I want to deal with them because they're the exact same ships I just dealt with. We're just trying to sneak past them. I don't know whether I wanted, because they're like the same ships I dealt with before. I don't know whether it's going to take us very long, to be honest. Luke is in the south. Lake Cobra. He's in the strange ruins. Okay.
Start throwing. Lower the sail.
But yeah, last episode we had a proper good chinwag about TV shows and film and all that stuff. Like this series has definitely become like almost just a venting, ranty, podcasty sort of let's play. Because most of the time it is me just chilling out in the game for an hour, like doing question mark hunting or quests. Like we're not really focusing on the main story too much. Which that's what I really like in this game, is that it's like Skyrim, where you don't necessarily need to do the Dragonborn missions. You know, you can just pick a direction and go, and I love that in Skyrim, and you get a little bit of that in this. Sure, the game is very funneled down into you do the next quest, this quest leads you there, you do that, get a little bit of gold. It's not. I'd say Skyrim is a little bit more rewarding. I'd say this is rewarding at endgame when you're getting tons of money, because it's like, oh, that's a lot of money, I'll be able to upgrade something soon. Whereas at the beginning, it is a grind in this game at the beginning, but it's not impossible to grind through. Like, I find it enjoyable, a nice, enjoyable grind. I definitely got my money's worth out of this game. I put in God knows how many hours. I would like to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla at some point, but I am considering playing it after this series. But we'll see. We'll see what we do, where we get to at the end of this game, because will it be too much Assassin's Creed? Playing that after this. I was thinking maybe going back to an older Assassin's Creed game. I don't know. I was thinking like something weird like Unity or Syndicate. Something really rather short, but you know, enjoyable. Like Unity might be a problem. I've never really properly completed Unity because of the way it is. I don't really like. I think the story would probably be good, but the gameplay and everything, it just doesn't work. Like I don't enjoy it. Syndicate on the other hand, I really enjoyed that game. I didn't mind it. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I thought it had its charm, I suppose. And like roaming around London was pretty nice, and pretty cool. I like certain elements, like going to like Edward's house and things like that. There was some care put into that game, I think. Like Syndicate was a lot better than Unity anyway, in my opinion. I think if Unity was a bit more refined, similar to Syndicate, I'd enjoy it more. It's just that when you go onto Unity, the map is just filled with icons that you have no clue what they're for. It just does your head in, and it's not even like the older Assassin's Creed games where you did get a load of icons, but in the older games it felt rewarding collecting everything. I don't know for everyone, but I could quite happily collect all the stuff in the older Assassin's Creed games. But then you never were stopped completing the story or anything because of a level or whatever it be. Like sure, it makes things easier if you had things upgraded and all that stuff, but it's not like it was mostly just so you could carry more ammo or so you could have a little bit more health. But if you knew the combat well, you'd be all right.
Another day done. It was not wasted.
I like that. That's nice. It is pretty. Look how pretty. This game is awesome. You look at when games still look this good on Xbox One. Like sure, other consoles it'd probably even be 3 times as good. Especially, I think they've done an upgrade for this game for next gen, so God knows what it's like on next gen. But like, it makes me not really need next gen just as of yet. I did see an article that there's that much of there's that little of stock of next gen consoles. People won't be receiving some of their like pre-orders until 2023. So I'm really probably not going to bother with a next gen console. And say my console did break down, I'm not going to pre-order or order a next gen console. I think I'd probably get like his Xbox Series, Xbox One X or something. So I assume you could probably get them cheap.
Yeah, looks like something valuable.
Because I ain't really seen the prices of Xbox Ones or anything yet. And I assume the more recent ones, like the S and the X, I assume they're a lot cheaper now. Because I'm like using the original. I've got like 2 original Xbox Ones, like the old telly size ones. It's crazy to me how like the Xbox One S is the small version, but then they released the One X, and that's even smaller. That just blows my mind. I kind of wish they would pick like it made a bit more sense for the Xbox One S and X. That's okay, but when the next gen consoles for the Xbox One, not Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, I think they could have got a better name for them. Like the code names that they had, was it like Leviathan or something like that? They were better names. It would be cool, like Xbox Leviathan or Xbox Scorpio, stuff like that. Like, I don't know why they just didn't go with them names, or go back to the Xbox 360, like Xbox 720, or all them sort of names that people were on about from back in the day, or the Xbox 2. I don't know, something like that, just something basic. Instead of releasing, especially when you just release the Xbox One S and X, and then you release the Series X and S, they're just too similar and it's confusing. Like people, like gamers like us, we can figure it out, but it's like me growing up, when you rely a lot on asking your parents to buy you a console or something for Christmas, the odds are that your parents ain't going to have a clue and they'll buy the wrong fucking thing. I suppose like you go to a shop, like people are willing to help people, but man, the shopkeepers ain't going to care what they give you. Like they'll probably sell you the most expensive one, but I don't know. I've actually ploughed through this without too much trouble. I thought we'd be bumping into a ton of enemy shops. I wonder if Athens is still going through the plague. Good stop off there. Shall I have a look if they're still going through the plague? I assume they are. It's a shame because it is a pretty city, if they are. I want to do a bit of sea exploration today. I really like, well, to be honest, that I think the exploration in Red Dead was okay. I think I prefer it in this, to be honest. Red Dead Redemption is fine, but I just some of the traveling is kind of tedious sometimes. To be honest, like I think after the story, my enjoyment for Red Dead Redemption was just being like when you get to John Marston's bit and you pretty much just let on the loose, like go crazy. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite parts of the game, where I just give up at the end and I just go crazy. But yeah, the one thing I loved about, the one thing I wish you could somewhat replay forever in Red Dead Redemption 2 is I wish you could go to a part of the game, say, you know when you're at the camps, I wish there was a mode in Red Dead Redemption 2 where the game wouldn't reset, or the game wouldn't have any missions in a way. Like you'd just be able to play Arthur forever. I would have liked that sort of thing. An option for that never-ending mode. It wouldn't make much sense, but one of my favourite things was coming back to camp, putting money in the box, like talking to everyone and just seeing all their interactions. And it did make the story better when things ended, because it was like you connected with them, all them characters over the game when you were just chilling out, going hunting, coming back, bringing food, coming back messy, and then people point it out. Like, it's really cool. It seems like they've cleared up the plague. Oh.
Better stay hidden.
Let's have a look. Should we do this? And there's easy loot here, if I'm careful. I'll just peep. Commander has never lost a single battle. Yes. He is a man. He is a man, not a god. Have you ever seen Angry Joe's, like the Angry Joe show, with the angry reviews and all that stuff? Have you seen his review of what's this called? Rambo. That's such a good. And like some of the NPCs, like dialogue in that game was just so broke, so off and weird, and it just be like repeating constantly. It happens in Assassins Creed Odyssey, and he'd be like, "He is a man, not a god." Whoa, whoa. What are you fucking picking on me for? How did they spot me? He healed himself. No. How did he dodge that? That's bullshit. Oh, we got him. Yes. Ah, I see. He's a man, not a god. Nice. I get some good supplies from that. Probably what you always get, but just actually paying attention. Oh, the actual... Is it me or is the thing going actual down now? They're taking over the city. That seems to be going down now. Whereas before it was like stuck. I don't know, maybe I'm not picking up right. They don't see me anymore. Like, there's not a horrible cloud over the city. I don't even know if I'm... My city's down here. Let's have a look. It seems pretty clean. I don't know, I wonder if they actually cured it. I'm not too much familiar with the plague in Athens, like the whole... I know they had one, but I'm not sure when it ended or how they tackled it, because they... I know that I assume they burnt bodies and all that stuff and tried to kill it that way. They seem to have sorted it. It was like the whole city, wasn't it? Everyone's just walking around normally, so... Guessing so. You wouldn't have thought they'd gone through a plague. But I know that maybe it was just a set piece for the... Because it was more or less like scripted for the game, main story, so maybe it's just cleared up now. Like, the game's just like... if the player wants to go back in, it's nice, fine. Oh. Alright, we'll head off and head to Boeta then. And then when we get there, we'll probably end it there for today. I know it'll be a bit shorter, but I just want to do a bit of sailing today. Just a bit of chill out. And then we'll be back with more, and because we'll be in an area that is more story based, and it's a large area, so we'll be very busy for the next episodes when they come. I'm gonna calm. I've been watching a lot. I know not a lot of people probably don't like them, but Friday Night Sights, the podcast that they do, it has Nerdrotic, Heel vs Babyface, and Geeks and Gamers and all that stuff, and they're kind of they're a bit
the silence with those voices.
People might not like them for their views, but they're open-minded. Like, they're not shutting down people for their opinions, or but they're calling out people's bullshit, and I like it. But the podcast that they do, the Friday Night Tights, is really addicting. I really like listening to what they got to say. I don't agree with some of it sometimes, but if you want a really good podcast, or like something really entertaining to watch with no bullshit, and it's just people talking about the fandom of all different kinds of shows, and It's a really good podcast. I've got like you can tell what sort of ball they're in. They've got Alex Jones in this Friday, which is going to be interesting. He's just vanished, hasn't he? So it'd be cool to see him on Friday Night Titles with everyone. But what was I saying before? I was saying something before.
Looks like Zeus is angry today.
I think I was trying to make a point then. Well, maybe I wasn't. I said this last episode where I will have moments like this a lot of the time. So many times throughout all my Let's Plays. There's so often where I just blank. And it's so annoying. I'm sorry for when it happens, but because I'm streaming and I'm live and I'm not able to cut it out. And it'd be weird if I did cut it out. I like this being so natural and just me rambling on, but I'm sorry for when I do blank it or I'm talking about something and then I completely forget. It's just I can't avoid it. It's just the way it is. And sometimes you can tell that I'm somewhat delaying it, trying to think about what I was actually going to say instead of just coming out and saying, yeah, I forgot. Sometimes I'm like, and this thing, and yeah, it was cool, yeah. And it's just so bullshit. So bad. But it's going to happen like that, like, because I'm thinking about stuff to talk about constantly, and it just sometimes like, one gets overlapped with one another, and I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about? There's some episodes I'm not talking at all, like I'm just zoned out. Well, it feels like I'm zoned out. I assume I was talking throughout the episode, but then, I don't know, like, sometimes I feel like I wasn't there. Maybe it's because I'm so used to it. Maybe I've just gone on autopilot in some episodes or some playthroughs. And there's some episodes like today, with this Assassin's Creed and the last Assassin's Creed, I've been kind of energized to play it, and I've been a bit more vocal.
Get the oars out! Archers to the front! Let's move!
Right, let's deal with this. Let's finish off with a battle, because I was expecting a bit more of this chaos. I know we did avoid that one fight, but they were like the same sort of ships we were fighting before. He's stupid.
Let's move it!
We need to raise the next fight.
Oh, I love the play, bro. Yes.
Ready! Archers! Forward!
On this.
Oh, miss.
Hold on tight!
Brace.
Archers! Less speed now!
Safe again. We are sail once more.
Sail down!
I would have boarded that one, but it's kind of in an awkward spot. I do like the ship combat in this. I think it is on par with Black Flag, but I think the one thing that is a big downgrade is the boarding,
We can probably salvage that.
which makes sense. Like, you're not going to have a lot of the fancy stuff that was in Black Flag, because like in Black Flag you'd be able to climb up to the bird's nest and then swing down and assassinate from, like, it was so cool. And you're not necessarily going to be able to do that in every situation for Origins, because the ships aren't made for that sort of thing. But yeah, certainly Black Flag. I think the combat in this is a bit better. Like ramming and all that stuff. I think it's a bit more interesting. Like parrying, like blocking almost. It feels a bit more like in line with the game's combat. Yeah, I know that's weird to say, but that's what I'm thinking. And is there no place to dock up around here? That's in a whole different area though. I suppose we could just dock up here, maybe. I'm not seeing one place to just hold up. Unless we go here.
Get
Or
the
here.
oars ready! Forward!
Well, if we're gonna do that, I think there's a... I suppose if we did, we could work our way down. Like, that would be insane. And there is quite a few quests, like maybe... I think there's somewhere to park up here. Park up. Yeah, why not? Let's, because if we're here, we might as well just do the whole thing. I think there's a...
Salvage nearby!
And pick it up. I don't know how we pick it up anyway, it's miles away.
Raise
maybe
the
not.
sail! Drop the sail!
That's a DLC. It's a DLC. DLC quest there. So why not do is it Laconia? Oh no, we've been Laconia, that's Sparta. What's this? Locosity? Loki? Lacris? Lacris? Love crisps? Maybe we'll do this area and then we'll work down to Boeta. There's a few quests around here and
Ready
why
the
not?
oars!
Oh, we won't do it today, we'll just maybe go to that viewpoint and end it there for today. Because to be honest, the episode before this, like before
Full sail!
last episode, like I made last episode quite short compared to other episodes. I think it's good because it means I'm not, because recent episodes in general, like Halo's been quite overwhelming with how long they are. State of Decay has been quite long because I've been really trying to absorb as much of the new content as I can.
Locris, land of salt and more salt.
What was I talking about then? See, usually it's when the game talks. I'm blank. What was I fucking talking about? Ah! I told you, god damn it. How do I lose that? Yeah, that's it. Because I've been really into the recent State Decay update. I've been wanting to do a little bit more in the episode, so it's been a bit longer per episode. I assume maybe Grounded today might not be so long. But we'll see. to be honest, I'll just end the episode when I feel like it's right time. And I feel like this is right time. We've done a lot of sailing, what I wanted to do. We've made it to near the area I wanted to go to, and I think next episode will, well, probably the next few episodes will be question mark hunted and the classic rotation that we usually do, which will be this Laconia area, Loki, Lacris. Won't take too long. Actually, come to think about it, there's a cultist there. We should have gone after her. Or maybe if we do Lacris, Boeta, maybe we do Uberta. And who came up with these fucking names? Jesus Christ. And yeah, there's some quests here as well. So we've got a bit of busy stuff to do in the future. So doesn't having a bit of a break from all the busy stuff and doing some relaxing sailing. Today's episode and the last episode has been rather talking bollocks for an hour. That's what these two this episode and the last one has been. But like I said, I do think this game does help go well with that sort of thing, where I can just talk about stuff for an hour. And I probably repeat myself. Too much. And I probably need to stop plugging other series so much, because it feels like a lot of my recent episodes anyway, I don't know why I keep bringing up other series so much. I don't know why I'm plugging it. I don't need to. Maybe it's just because I don't know what else to talk about. But there's stuff happening, so I might as well inform everyone. Give everyone choice if anyone's watching, making sure people know that I am doing other stuff besides the series that they might prefer. But I know that my content is quite a lot. It's a lot. Like, if I do 2 videos a day, and say this is an hour long, and then Grounded later on is an hour, that's 2 hours of content. And then tomorrow, if there's an hour and a half of Halo, and then in the evening an hour of Grounded, that's it's a lot of content. So like, if people watch it, like, the idea is this stuff is never going to go anywhere, so people can watch it over the time, and if people find it at some point, and because that's what I like. I've found so many series that I wish I found to be honest, I found a lot of series where I'm glad I didn't find them until they finished that series, you know? Because it means that I found like a brand new YouTuber from a series they did a long time ago. Like, the way I found Jacksepticeye was when he was doing his Sims 4 Let's Play. And he was like halfway through that, and then I found all his other Let's Plays, like Bully and all that stuff. And that's what I like coming across sometimes, is like someone that is a bit out there and ain't afraid to talk shit. And I don't think I am. Like, if my channel got shut down tomorrow, ain't gonna ruin me too much. My idea is that if people can come on and watch a little bit of my videos and enjoy, for what it's worth, it make me happy. And yeah, and if it means that it encourages whoever's watching to say that's actually quite a good game, I'll buy it myself and have some fun with it, then I think that's a good way to do it as well. Because a lot of the games that, like, I probably wouldn't have gone to State of Decay if it wasn't for some of the State of Decay YouTubers that I used to watch years ago. I probably wouldn't have found State of Decay 1 because I bought it on 360, but then I never really played it. And then when they released Yoast, that was when some of my favourite YouTubers popped up, and yeah, and then State of Decay 2 came out, and I've more or less not stopped playing that. Quite sad really, but yeah, there'll be more Assassin's Creed soon, and yeah, I'm going to plug. There's some other series I've been doing, so always check them out. So I'm going to leave it here for today. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.